I first came out, it wasn't near that far over there. But there's our pretty much full moon saying good morning to us. Yeah, it was like somewhere over here. The air is heavy this morning. It looks like it rained on all the metal things, but no, it didn't. It's just a good heavy dew. The orb is coming up over there. Heavy enough dew that the seat on Ron's bike, which is really kind of nice when there's a dew because the seat cover keeps you from getting soaked. Yeah, guess what? I haven't sat on it yet. Had to get a rag to put on it. So, and like 45 degrees this morning. Brr. 45 degrees. I think the last time we saw that was like March, the first part of March maybe? I don't know. Anyway, moving slow, but I'm moving. That's 90% of the battle. Lay a towel on the seat and go get wet doing irrigation. Get lots of gopher smoking and a little mole smoking. This little bugger, let's see, I smoked over there originally. I smoked center of the screen yesterday. And yeah, these are new. That one there's new. That one over there is new. But what moles do is they block their runs every so often. They can be on the other side of that block when you smoke them and they never know you were there. Or as soon as you open up their tunnel, they notice it's open and they'll block the tunnel somewhere, wherever they're at. Gophers do it too, but not near as often. Usually gophers leave their runs open. And moles will do, like they got main highways. There's one that goes from that field across the road, along the driveway, behind the house, and actually behind the big bale barn. Nothing you can do about it because you can't find it. It's down there a little too deep to find unless you're going to dig a deep hole. But those main highways they'll leave open. But once they get to a spot and they start digging somewhere, or they cut off and they pack the hole shut. So the main highway's there. They can keep going back to it and use it. But it's blocked off till they open it back up. So anyway, yeah, I did, 6 of them yesterday in this field. No, it just takes a little bit of time. Eventually you get them. Even when guys trap, because they live in, most of these little critters live in colonies, they will get one in a trap. They'll put the trap right back in the same place. Give it 3, 4, 5, 6 days, and it'll probably have one in it. Or it'll be set off, one or the other. Because some of them are pretty tricky. Anyway, the moon finished disappearing. I got the irrigation shut off so I can start moving stuff, but I'm not going to move all that pipe over by myself. And it's cold out here. Freezing my butt off. So, anyway, figure out what to do today. I'm just going to wait a little while to move the irrigation, let it warm up a little. My fingers are freezing. I'm showing you, there was a nice flow of water coming out of there. It happens once in a while. I need to add a piece here, because by the time this was all repaired, it doesn't got to get a hook on it. Oh well, put this together and never start the pump again. We'll see if it works better this time. I know there's a slight twist in the damn thing, but I don't know. Not much I can do about that once there's pressure on it. I like to get the kinks out, but sometimes that doesn't happen. You know? But we got water. And it's flying.
And I'm glad Becky came out and helped me, because, yeah, I don't like moving them big pipe by myself. A whole lot easier with two. A whole lot quicker, too. Oh, yeah. And there's no cows out there. When we came out, there was one cow and one calf in the lane over there by the steers. They were all in. So they finally decided they wanted some grain. And the other bunch is just out there playing with Becky. Here I am underneath the trailer. There's the cross member. Nice bridged. Strong enough. Problem is, it's 4 feet to that one. And see if we can see it in the camera. Yes, we can. That's a joint between two pieces of plywood. It's got plastic stuff sheet in the bottom of it. And I'm assuming they just glue the joint together. So that's a good foot from that cross member. That makes it 3 feet from this other one. That's our soft spot in the floor. It is mainly right here. But laying under here, I can wiggle both sides of that. Becky's up there. I can see when she steps in here. And cabinet front is about here. So really, when you're standing at the sink, right here is where you're standing. Yep. I don't know if you saw that or not. She just stepped right here. So now I gotta find something to put in here. It's gonna be fun. Oh yeah. Gotta do something for the water tank too. Not like they put any support under it. If I get it up where it belongs, there's actually, believe it or not, a 2x4 will fit flat underneath that and sit on top of the frame. That's how far that's off. So, fun. But I finally got that panel out. It's over there. Problem with getting it out was they got this wire loom screwed up. That screw right there was into the panel, so I couldn't get it out because I couldn't lift it high enough because it's cross member. And there's another one at the other behind me. And then trying to get it out got hung up on the hanger. So this is what I'm doing after irrigation today. And it's afternoon by now because the morning just went so wonderfully. Oh yeah, then you gotta love these big holes they made in the floor for things. That's right underneath the drawers. She's got the drawer out, or taking the drawers out.
Yep. Cold air coming on in.
Yep, that's where the cold air all comes in, and there's a heat vent right there too. But the issue is, your heat vent's in cold air before it gets to you. So what good does that do? So we're gonna figure some way to hopefully get that pretty well screwed up, one way or another. And maybe while she's there, I might try looking in from up there, because yeah, there we go. There's the tank fill, and when the tank gets full, it leaks somewhere, but we don't know where. You know, I don't see an obvious overflow from here. So maybe there's a problem with that line. I don't know. Maybe she's looking for me, so I don't have to. That's even better. But anyway, now I gotta figure out what to do. I mean, what I would love to do is just take 2 pieces of angle iron. And that little bit off right there ain't gonna hurt anything, but I'd love to just take 2 pieces of angle iron, cram up in there tight, and weld them in, but I'm not gonna get underneath here and weld it. You know? So, such a freaking screwed up way to do things.
When you're done,
We're cutting a couple pieces of angle iron that aren't quite the right length, but they'll be trimmed down and added pieces to the end to be mounted. I realized I got all this shelving pieces. Those 2 right there are the exact length face to face that I need to be able to put in. Actually, I need to use a spacer on one end.
So guess what? They're there. I'll put a spacer on one end, and I'm going to weld a washer up so that I don't have that big keyhole. I think I'll just put a washer here for the screw to go into, and I'll probably leave that one the way it is and run a screw in there just so it can't twist. That one actually might be too low, I don't know. But the other thing I can do so it can't twist is, if it is too low, if the bottom of the piece is like right here, take that and wrap it around it. Problem solved. So this should be a little easier than what I was going to do, and a whole lot cheaper. Yeah, these are free, and structural stuff costs money. Out quite nicely. Fit right in the top of the keyhole, and then I had to punch my own hole. I know it's a little crooked. It's got weight on it. But they're in. That end's got nuts between there for spacers, so it fits. This end's in tight. And yeah, the screws are overkill, but that's all I got. I got this one in first. It's near as I can tell, right here is where you stand to do everything. I put that in, and Becky walked across there and she said night and day difference. So then this one, and I think the slide out floor, here's the edge of the frame. I think the slide out floor comes into about here. So that's really not too much that you end up walking on. Hopefully that's all I got to do. I mean, if I got to do it again, I got more of those damn things. I can put another one in here, but maybe I will. Hell, I don't know. It just floors me why. You know, I guess it's because they can. They don't give a shit. They get it out the door, like a lot of things. You know, it's kind of like I like this stuff, this corrugated plastic. It's like cardboard, but it's plastic. It works great for a lot of shit. We used to have a bunch around here. But these boards that they're using to fasten it to, they're just laying there. They're not fastened to anything. The only thing holding those boards is the fact that the plastic's in there with them and none of them can fall out. So, still kind of interesting. Oh yeah, and ouch, that was the axle in my knee. She filled those holes up. Styrofoam from the top. And I guess she hasn't, I don't know, I can't tell from here. No, she didn't do that one yet. Our tank fill hose is way too long. There's like 1.5 foot extra hose, and that explains why one of the drawers had trouble opening and closing all the time. Because the hose is in the way, so that's something else we're going to do. Yay. But she just went to get the leaf blower. Can you see all the sparkles? I don't want to crawl through all of those. Because all my weight on it, especially bare arms and into my shirt and whatever. So we're going to blow this stuff off before I crawl out.